What is up, everybody? How we doing today? My name is Joe, aka Cool Runnings. I use he, him pronouns, and welcome into the gym, the gymnasio, the gymnasium, the dungeon, the rungeon. Welcome in and happy Friday. Hello, hello. Are you really doing? I haven't even gotten a pump yet, and you're doing the flex out, Chimera. Do you want to save that for later? How long are you gonna be around today? Because I do want to deliver. But I haven't even I would just curl up in a ball. That's my flex right now. Is I just curl up in a ball. Welcome in, everyone. Florida Boy, hello Christopher, hello Billy, hello Chimera, hello Snappy Little Navigator, hello Bella. Welcome in, Mod Bella. Hello Guest One. I thought we should start with gold. I mean, do you want it now? Because I will, but I'm not quite there. You know what I mean? Watch the flexes. I've ran 3 marathons and it's a deception. Well, there you go. We can wait. All right. As long as you're cool with waiting. I mean, they're your points. They're your points. Also, I'm not even anywhere close to stripping down yet. It's your call. It's your call. As long as you're okay with waiting, I'd like to wait. I like to wait just a little bit, you know? Just a little wait, you know? Just wait a little bit. What up, Chris? How we doing? Welcome in. How's everyone doing today? Happy Friday. We're doing a weird thing today with our routine. Trying to make the man flex cold. At least buy me dinner first. Like 49k points, I can waste them. I mean, I guess we could do a comparison flex. I don't know how long this routine is going to take today, if I'm being completely honest. I have no concept, because I have not done a workout like this before. This week, we decided, middle of summer, getting ready for a pseudo competition, on a cut. We're just going to try a bunch of new stuff, which I don't particularly recommend to everyone. Let me Plyo pup, that's right. Plyo push-ups, which I have done plyo push-ups before. I have not paired them with bench press in this way, so it's gonna be a little bit new. It's gonna be a little bit of newness. What up, Tally? How you doing? Welcome in, Tally. Yes, it is time to begin our warmings uppings. Cool warmings. It's me. Global warming. It's me. I'm the problem. It's me. Plyo pup, just a clap pup without the clap. That's correct. That's correct. We are a clap-free space here. I can guarantee there's one thing that we don't got going on. Got some bands in. Might be a little less harsh than the passing out thing, so I'm excited. Wait, passing out. Like, have you just been straight up passing out? This is something I've been unaware of. I mean, like, me passing out. Okay, I hope you don't pass out again. Yes, and Bella, if you want to talk about your bands, I'm happy to do that. But yes, a plyo push-up, and I haven't done them in a while, so we'll see to what extent I can do them successfully. Woo! Hello, Hearthstoner, 18 months. 18 months. That's a second baby. I mean, that's a really quick turnaround for second baby, but I mean, it is second baby. How you doing, Hearthstoner? Thank you. You got a name baby number 2. I will never stop asking about Twitch babies. Oh boy. Oh, those hammies. Oh, this one's gonna be rough today, friends. Oh, yesterday I did some hill workouts on the treadmill, and it was a lot. Ask me about my hill intervals. JK, you don't have to ask me about it unless you want me to not shut up about it ever. Oh, it was 2 miles of pain. Oof. Jumping down. Oh, push up. Oh, Hearthstoner, how's your Friday going, broski? Ah! Pushing the hips back, walking the feet down. Ugh. Maybe I should do a, maybe I should add a points redeem for adding sound effects to lifts. Get a lot better at my Foley work if I do that. Woo! Chiba! Chiba! Happy Friday. How you doing, Cheebs? Welcome in. That's what they retested me for again. Started getting dizzy and fainting. Ticked up. Oh, I didn't know it was ticking up when you were trying to work out. Okay. All right. Well, shoot. I guess I might have missed the part where you said that it was largely based in the workout thing. Basher, hello. What's up with that? You're right, Florida boy. That's the only one we need. That's the only one we need. Working the day away. I mean, same. Same. I did my normal start work. I think I started at 6:45 today. Was when I logged in and started doing stuff. But it'll be a day. It'll be a day. We'll be over. It'll be a day. Look at this legend actually warming up. I remember, Holder Heck, I remember when I tried to make you warm up with me, and you're like, what the fuck is this? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Do people do this? Hi, I'm the Holder Heck, and I can deadlift 400 pounds like it's nothing. I can squat 350 like it's nothing. I can do a Murph in less than 40 minutes. But I've never warmed up in my life. I'm so sorry. I put you so hard on the spot right there on stream. Like, hey, let's do this stuff that you don't do on stream. Let me just put you real hard on the spot there. Welcome in, Valerie. 6:45, yeah. That's how I do it, Cheebs. That's how I stream in the middle of the day. As I start at 6:45 and I end around 5 or 5:30. Moon, welcome in. How we doing, Moon? Heck, I've been meaning to hit you up about doing one of our Friday workouts together again. Are you open to the possibility of hitting the gym together again? It's so early. I mean, it's when I get up. It's when I get up. How's your Friday, Joe? It's good, Basher. I woke up. We had huge storms last night, and I didn't have any. Well, I had a little bit of water in my basement, but it was not flooded. I'm at the gym right now. I could be there with you right now. I could be with you right now. Afternoon workout and gaming break in the middle of a longer workday is glorious, though. It really is. My brain works so much better. My brain works so much better. Can't imagine not stretching before and after. Valerie, Heck is a superhuman. He's a genetically modified specimen. You could hear the thunder inside through my mic. Oh my gosh. How late did you stream? I jumped on to check on you around like 9:30, which was around the time I was like, I'm done with screen time and I'm going to bed. 19 consecutive hours? That's a shit ton of rain. That's a lot of rain. I wish it was a morning person. Cheebs, when do you wake up? How early in the morning do you typically get up? Went a little hard at the gym yesterday, and this one muscle in my forearm was so sore last night. Forearm soreness is a very satisfying feeling, in my humble opinion. Like, there's just something special about it. I don't know how to describe it. Yes, thank you for the shout for Kyle Party. I hurt myself when I warm up for 9 minutes instead of 10 minutes. I am such a fragile human being, and that is why I've been doing a lot of these like different training approaches lately, as I'm trying to work on my fragility. Because I'm a degenerate piece of shit. Genetically modified, yeah. He says it all the time. Isn't that what Chad stands for? genetically modified ape dude. Callie, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. Ugh. So we're gonna be doing, hey everyone, guess what? I've been taking training for a personal training certification. Yeah, I've been studying for that for a long time now, and I won't shut up about it. And one of the things that they talk about, and actually a lot of people have talked about this outside of NASM, is undulating periodization schemes. And the recent research says that if you are like an intermediate or like someone who has been training for a while that is not at an elite level, that you'll do better, you'll make better progress if you, on a weekly basis, say like 2 days, one type of training, and then a third day, another type of training. And so we're going to try another type of training today, known as complex training. Nathan calls it power training. But we're basically going to do a heavy lift for a number of reps, and then we're going to follow it up with some plyometric movements. Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I just want a picture of a goddamn hot dog. Do I look like I know what a Kyle party is? I just want to watch animus and read mangas. I want to pick my waifu and do heavy squats in the afternoon. If I could just squat a little bit heavier and get Karina-chan to love me, I think my life would be complete. Ooh woo. I tell you what, ooh woo. Just train multiple different ways every day. Like long runs and lifting, yeah. Do two things that make absolutely zero sense to do together. You definitely won't plateau. Absolutely not. I'm not dying inside. I'm not sad. Rocket, hello, welcome in, Rocket. Willkommen. Thank you for the shout for Rocket Fit, Bella. Oh, I forgot to put my barbell in there. What's a man to do without his barbell? Whew. How we doing today, Rocket? Do you have a dry basement? Probably shouldn't just ask someone that question. I just really care about your downstairs. No one asked me about my downstairs this morning. My wife didn't even ask me about my downstairs this morning. I get up, I go down, make sure it's not wet. What up, bath salts? How you doing? You can't just ask someone if their basement is dry. Look. I don't have a basement, but if I did, it would be so moist now that I'm here. Look, I tried to send some rain over there. I tried. Thankfully, no flooding. Power flickered on and off a few times, though. We also had the power flicker. I was like laying in bed, reading a... It's exciting to me, but I think it's boring to anyone else. Reading a really boring book, and the power flickered, as did my eyelids. I felt myself drifting off to Nani times on the Drool Express. And I felt the storm in the early part of falling asleep, but then I lost consciousness completely. Yeah. Boring book is the key to sleep. Itchy Nurse, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. Isn't that what Belle is? Isn't Belle an Itchy Nurse? Had a basement, it would be constantly fun. Welcome in, Itchy. I can't read. I recommend it to everyone. I can definitely recommend staring at a page and trying to comprehend it for a good 15 minutes. You know what? I will say that if you stare at the same page of a book over the course of 10 to 15 minutes and just try to read it over and over again, that probably will help you sleep. You'll either be bored to sleep, or it'll be like the whole jumpy sheeps things. Like, wow. This repetitive motion. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was the best of times, it was the worst of... Whew. What books do you normally read? So I try to do a... I try to alternate between a fun book and a development book. That's my typical flow. So I just finished Mistborn, or the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. I finished reading The Hero of Ages. And so I moved on to the book about Hofstede's dimensions of intercultural engagement. That would make me mad. I can't read to fall asleep because without a doubt I'll start nodding off, realize I have to pee, and then get up to go. Then I'll have to restart the process. Maybe you're drinking too much water, buddy. I always pee before I go upstairs. I liked Mistborn. Now you need to read Red Rising. Is that like Red Rover? Is that like Little Red Riding Hood? Is that real book or ebook on iPhone? I read real books. I try to, I know a Kindle kind of does this, but I'm real conscious of the blue light stuff before bed. I turn on the filter, but I really try to make sure I put my phone down at a certain night, or a certain time of night. Need to finish the second Mistborn book. It's so dang slow. The second one really does drag a little bit more. The third one's really great. The second one has a good... I like how the second one ended, but initially, like, you can tell, and if you read the foreword by Sanderson, he's very honest about the fact that he really struggled to write the book. He's like, everyone really liked the first one, and so I was trying really hard to not make this one suck. Like, okay, good. Space dystopian caste system revolution. Oh, so it's like Red Faction. I love that. I started a new spicy book. Ooh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the title of the one. Hang on a second. Hofstede, Cultural Dimensions. What's the book? Yes. Are you ready for like the most like, oh my God, Joe, you're reading that for fun? Prepare to roll your eyes. Are you ready? Are you ready? Dropping it in chat. Okay, the formatting is a little bit weird because I just copied it and pasted it to be quick. But Cultures and Organizations, Software of the Mind. And it's actually very interesting because it is based on some really good macro cultural research where they ask about these different dimensions of culture. Like the ones that you typically hear about are just like views on authority, power distance. It breaks it down into like visible and communicated aspects of culture versus lesser communicated aspects of culture and expectations. I always listen to this podcast called Stuff You Should Know to Fall Asleep. Ooh. So you're trying to not actually know the stuff that they want you to know? This sounds too smart for me. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. I'm done. Honestly, it is a very good book. I find it very interesting to try to talk about the things that people just like chalk up to disagreement and like rudeness, but are actually just complete what's the word I'm looking for? Just like cultural values in contrast. You know? Like most of how we interact with people is something that we've learned over a number of years from people that we respect and people that we really don't. All right. Got some warm-up sets in. We're going to put 205 on the bar. We're going to do 5x5, 205. In between those sets, we're going to do plyo push-ups. So it's a superset. Ideally, if I can move fast enough. Get the gist of it. I'll revisit if there's a topic I really like. Okay, word. What kind of topics do they have? Is it like, here's how to do stonks? Here's how to change an oil? Here's what the Electoral College is. Don't forget the axe chops in between. Ooh. Should I throw in some axe chops? It's all over the place. Okay. 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 I should give it a go. After this Nason thing is done. 31st, baby. Hey, Jay! The big 2-5. I remember when I turned 25. It's very odd to think about the fact that that was 5 years ago. Welcome in, AJ, for the resub, my dude. How are you? What is the history of snake oil salesmen starting in the 1800s? That sounds like a chat GPT prompt, but okay. Literally about anything and everything. Every episode just tells you everything about a topic. Oh, that's really fun. I listened to a similar podcast for a while called Wonderful, and it is Griffin McElroy and his wife, and they basically just like do a deep dive on something that they're interested in every week. And it's like, it's very cute, you know? It's very like two people that love each other talking about things that they love. Hey, is it any wonder that I liked listening to it? The hosts aren't like uber smart or anything, so they deliver the information in an amusing way. I'm sure that something like that started off as two people were like, we just want to learn a bunch of stuff that we have no business doing any research on. Whew. Not too bad. Yeah, me too. When I turned 30, everything started to happen. 30's been great. 30's been pretty great. I mean, 2023, we're having some issues. Just in general. I feel like a lot of stuff keeps happening at the larger societal level that could use some work. Welcome in, Crosifer. I saw you pop in at the start of stream. How you doing today? When they get into really technical or scientific topics, because they get just as confused as any of us would. See, I dig that. I dig that. Because I don't know. I do listen to a couple of podcasts. And as much as I love Maintenance Phase for their overall message, every once in a while, they do kind of carry this energy of like, but like, don't you get it? Like, here's what I receive from them sometimes, and I know that they don't intend to do this, but it's like, how could a normal person not see that this is what's happening here? It's like, well, you talk a lot about the societal impact of learning and messages. What up, Giant? How we doing? Was gaming with a friend. Now gonna chill here. Well, welcome in. Welcome in. I'm not putting off this set. Hey, I'm gonna be honest. I've not done this type of training in a long time. Maybe I did it in high school. I don't know that I'm going to be able to do plyo push-ups. We're going to attempt them. We're going to attempt them. I should be able to, by all means. Welcome in. Welcome in, Para. Hello, Leo. How we doing? Christopher, you got any weekend plans? Whew, okay. Meep, 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 meep. Oh, come on. Set your hands right. Oh. Shoot. Oh. Hardly moving. But we did it. But we did do it. Blop, blop, blop. You're a very floofy boy today. Oh, thank you. Today was definitely the day where I looked in the mirror and said, I need to get some sort of haircut. You like the shorts? Thank you. You're going to your first concert. Who are you going to go see? Welcome in, Cesarus. I do. If nothing else, just from like all of this back here, really needs a cleanup. Really, really needs a cleanup. I'm going to go get my hairs cut. More than one hairs. Thank you, Gaston. Grand crown. I mean, I appreciate it. I really do. I really appreciate it. Yeah. It's just like when I'm walking around, when I actually do go into the office and people can see me from multiple angles, I get very self-conscious about how out of control my hair is. 9 weeks from 40. Gotta get my dad jokes solid. Hell yeah. It's never too late or early. Man, Joe Wynn. Well, thank you, Jide. I appreciate it. The problem that I have, and I'll be very like totally honest, right? Is when you're looking at me, typically the way that my hair falls is it's more like this, right? And this, with this out here, is not a good look. It does not look controlled. It does not look, at least as far as I'm used to, like. Rocket, thank you. Thank you for the resub. Rocket's like ads, not for me. Not for me, not today. Absolutely not. Ugh. So when I'm on stream, you know, I can like brush this over and it can be a little like floofed out. Do a permanent tilt. Permanent tilt? What do you mean? Kat, welcome in. How you doing? Welcome in, Kat. It's payday. I get to live like Beyonce for the next 24 hours. Yes, that is the rule. If you live in California, you have to spend all of your money within 24 hours of receiving it. Seems weird. Seems oddly regressive from a policy standpoint. Not something you would expect from the state legislature over there. Kat, I'm good. I'm good. We're about to get into another set. We're doing some bench and plyo push-ups today. How was the rest of your stream? How did your Faz house come out? Ugh. All right, here we go. Oof. Oh yeah, here we go. Ah. Whew. All right. Twist this around. Whee. Oh, power's not there. I'm like barely getting off the ground. 2 down. Recently shaved my head, so I get that relief when it's more manageable. Less room to be crazy. Yeah, it's nice to not have to play with it so much in the morning. Peter, this horse is still here. Welcome in, Belle. Took me 4 hours. Brain is broken now. Do you like how it turned out? Thank you for the shout for cat. Side angle perspective, different from direct frontal view. Yeah. When I talk to people, I have to look at them like this at work. It's a sound on my Discord. Peter, the horse is here. Oh, it's a Lois quote. Oh no, it's all good, Sestress. Excuse me. Catching breath. We're good. I think considering I did it from memory, it's pretty good. Also considering how much of it I remember in detail. I mean, you've walked through that house so many times, right? Now. Yeah, I remember the first time I tried to play Faz. I died very quickly. Found out an hour and a half into that stream that no one could hear me. I'd love to see it. It was bad. It was bad. I mean, everyone was trying really hard to be supportive. Time for breakfast makings. Have a good breakfast making. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my aggressive undressing. I aggressively made wifey a salad this morning. I was like, do you need help getting out the door today? It's like, yeah, can you make me lunch? Yes. We're making salad. That's right. Put some spinach in there. Put some cucumbers from the garden. I'm gonna run outside. I'm gonna get fresh tomatoes off the vine. Going in your salad. What kind of dressing would you like? Lemon vinaigrette, you got it. Then I'm gonna take some pita chips. I'm gonna crumble them up so you have a nice little texture on your salad. And then I'll put some dried mango in the little compartment. So she has this nice garden salad. Lemon vinaigrette. A little bit of mango to go with it. Because I love my wife. That's right. Got a problem with it? Deal. I saw this thing the other day of one of these charity organizations does they do like a staff highlight. Wife life. That's right. Hell yeah. One of these charity organizations does a staff highlight thing, and they were highlighting their janitor, but the janitor did not want to actually answer the questions. And since his wife was a staff member there, she just did all the questions for him. And so it's this picture of this dude, this bearded dude who has decent amount of tattoos, gruff Santa type figure. And all of the responses, and this was on Twitter, all the responses were, what's something that you like about your job? And because his wife was doing it for him, she just put in all of this how much I love my wife and how much I do how much I like to do things that help my wife in the morning, and all of these all of these things that were meant to be kind of cheeky but ended up just making him look like the most aggressively wife-loving man. And the amount of thirst that came about from that the charity had to start deleting responses from people on Twitter and like watching the thread because of all of the completely unsolicited, unexpected thirst drawn from Grufanta, from Grunge Santa, for Grunge Santa. All right, time for set 3. I think I'm supposed to be taking long-ish rest between these sets, but as mentioned, we're in uncharted territory right now. Here we go. Set 3. Ooh. We love the clinkety clankety of the weights. Down to the floor. Face the other way, see if my luck is any better. Oh, 3 sets down. 48 minutes. Scared you're gonna slam your head on these discs? Talk about these discs. These discs that are loaded up with the names of all of these wonderful people and non-people that have supported this stream over the last 3 years. Not so bad. It's not so bad. It's just like a little head boop, you know? I knew this would be difficult, but it's a different kind of difficult. So the plan is to be due. Plan is to do. I'm trying to decide. In any of my other fitness folks in here, I'd love your input. If it makes more sense to do a 4-day split, alternating, and have that 4th day, that Friday of the 4-day split always be, oh gosh, this is really hard to explain. Let me back this up. Right now, plan is every Friday is going to be power day. So no matter what day in the split I'm on, A, B, C, or D, just going to adjust it to have power pairings. Tabs, hello, happy Friday. How are you doing? Welcome in, Tabs voice. Hi, I'm new here. Where the hell did you get that from? What a very specific follower emote. Or emote. Happy Friday, streamer. No love for ZXY, ZYX, or W. No, absolutely not. They know what they did. Are you kidding me? Have you seen the vitriol that ZYX and W have been spouting online about A, B, C, and D? They've been writing some very strong letters. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's no good. That's no good. Nobody wants dad jokes that are that bad. I want them to be kind of bad. But yes, we have had 2 nights straight of just massive storms. Ooh, there's a Crocs sale happening. I'm not part of the affiliate program yet, but I do get texts whenever there's a big sale on Crocs. I should put these boys in the window so that they're visible. My brand. We're getting storms tonight. It has been a very wet August. But Bella, if you're getting storms, that maybe means that the people in Texas might actually get a storm. And we would love that for them. If we could get some rain down in Texas, I think they'd be very happy. But not too much rain, you know? I want croc-themed Crocs, like actual crocodile. Or are you talking about like Spider-Man Croc? That's a Spider-Man villain, right? 2 inches of rain today, leftover tropical storm stuff. Watching the radar for us last night and the day before was wild because it was like nothing, and then all of a sudden, this massive storm just formed up over the middle of the state. I mean, it's true, Rocket. If you're trying to care for a garden, that's all you need. You don't really need much more than that. Anything more is a waste. Isn't that the lizard? I thought it was Croc. Oh, Batman has Killer Croc. That's right. That's right. Yes, I was getting my universes mixed up. All them spandex wearing crime fighters are the same to me. That's not true. That's not true. I came up on Sam Raimi's Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. And so that will always hold a very special place in my heart, even though I can't have as great of a time watching the movies anymore. It just hold up as well, you know? Oh. Ay, ay, ay. Nick! Welcome in, Nick. How we doing, Nick? The lift is buena. Killer crock pot. It takes 8 hours, but he'll kill you. Oh, man. Those are falling apart. We're going to stay the course. I don't know that we're getting a full extension. I'm going to finish it out, though. Welcome in, Nick. Just got done running a 5K, so I'm exhausted. Ooh. How did it feel, though? Did it feel good? Speaking of heroes, Gen 5, which is the boys spinoff. Oh, Gen V. Okay, that's right, because there's VOT. I never watched season 3 of The Boys. I don't know why. I think I just got caught up watching other things. Why can't you enjoy them? I don't know. Maybe it's just because, like, there's a lot of there was a lot of memeing about Spider-Man 3. But I don't really know. I don't really know. I think it's because now that I've seen the newer tellings of the Spider-Man story, I just like them better, you know? Like, Toby Spider-Man is always going to hold a place in my heart. I do think Andrew Garfield did a fantastic job. I don't know who, like, my Spider-Man is, but, man. It's so good. Episode 1, Season 3 is probably the strongest season start I've ever seen. I heard that it's very, very graphic. I've heard that Season 3 is even more graphic than the previous seasons. Got a whole 52 seconds faster than my last 5K. Hip is feeling pretty good during my runs. Feel like I got a lot more gas in the tank. Yeah! Oh, that's so great, Nick. That's wonderful. I'm so glad you're feeling better. The first episode is probably the most graphic. But I mean, like, a lot of shows do that, don't they? Ooh, Sirely, hello, welcome in. That's fantastic, Nick. I'm glad you're feeling good. Feeling better. Spider-Man has a weird visual style. It's so very, very 2000s. Has such a slick polish on it that feels very 2000s. That's true. That's true. Like, all of the... Like, they were doing a lot with CGI technology for that movie that just, like... I think a lot of other... I think a lot of movies following definitely leaned on learnings from that film. And this sounds very like a little bit like film pretentious of me to talk about because I don't know film, but I like film. You will remember season 3, episode 1 for the rest of your life. I mean, I remember season 1, episode 1 of The Boys for the rest of my life. That is one of the most jarring starts to a show. Don't let me forget I have a question for you later. Ooh. I await with bated breath. Welcome in, Jigman. How we doing? Good morning or good afternoon. I can't remember where you are. Like North Carolina or something. So good afternoon. Welcome in. Thanks for posting a progress pic earlier. Love seeing how you're coming along. All right. I think it's just about time for this next set. Funniest thing happened on the treadmill at the gym the other day. Started a good jog, 6 miles per hour. After a bit, I increased to 7. Thought to myself, wow, this is so easy. Bumped it to 8. Dang, this is too easy. Bumped it to 9. Turns out the treadmill was broken. Wouldn't go over 6. Oh my gosh. That is such a feeling. Almost heaven. Pip, that was so fast. In Virginia, yeah. The recent D&D movie has the same feeling in a way, makes it feel more artificial in a way. See, I've heard that the new D&D movie is very, very good for that reason. Like, that it is kind of campy and whatnot, but that it's also very self-aware. Like, it knows the exact feeling that it's giving, and it just kind of leans into it. I mean, you only got to be at your level. Your journey is your journey. Yeah, I meant to go see it. I meant to go see it when it was in the theater, and we somehow just did not make it over. I think it was just a really busy time. We just kept on having stuff during weeknights, and ugh. Yeah, I heard nothing but good things about it. It's got Chris Pine in it, right? Is it Chris Pine or one of the Chris's is in that movie? Time for the push. Last plyo push-ups. Can he do it? Probably badly. Ah. Maybe those will go better next week. I'm Chris Hansen. Why don't you have a seat? Why don't you take a seat right there? Chris Prime. It was Chris Pine, okay. Push. The push. Rocket Fit, have you seen God, You Don't Mess with the Zohan? These push-ups would end in disaster for me. They would end in disaster for most people that have not already done a significant amount of training. So, yeah, Rocket, that one's a throwback. But I don't know why seeing you write that out made me immediately think of You Don't Mess with the Zohan. I think it's all of the scenes that refer to his reluctance to get a trim, so to speak. Oh. Hello, Radiant. Welcome in. I hope you're having a nice day at the office. Campiness, the artifice of it, how the plot never really gets that emotional or gritty. Keeping it surface level strikes a really good tone, makes it feel like an actual D&D campaign. Thinness of some character stories and arcs makes it feel like D&D. Yeah, it never gets too deep. That sounds good. I really want to watch it. For that movie being underrated. I mean, Screen Pop. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. See, I don't know if the movie was underrated or if just like the Adam Sandler humor of the time just like really did not resonate with a great number of people. Feet uppercut. Hold on. Well, thank you, Buttspot. What a warm welcome to give to someone. It was a really weird movie, Chimera. I remember Fizzy Bubbler. I remember that he did it with a lot of people. Okay, next moves we got. We're gonna do barbell squats and a version, and I'm saying this very intentionally, a version of a squat jump. We are not going to do full-on squat jumps because my ceilings are too low. Agag. Just the usual corporate dystopia Friday at the office. I had to really check myself before a meeting this morning. I almost got really upset about something, and then the more I thought about it, the more I realized that the person was doing exactly what I would want them to do. But just because of the mood I was in, it felt weird. I guess I can say more about that if anyone wants to hear about it, but like, I don't know, it feels a little babbly. We've had a fair amount of corporate blah, blah, blah. My only complaint about my home gym is that I wish it had tall ceilings. I mean, that's pretty much it, Nick. Like that is my primary reason for wanting to get out of the basement. Otherwise, like this space is great, you know? If I really wanted to, I could fit another cable. I could fit a cable machine in here if I moved things around. Morgan, hello. But the fact that I can't do step ups, step downs, like most more intense plyometric stuff. Like I'm legitimately thinking about putting on a helmet to do these squat jumps. Or just like putting something on my head. I mean, that could be a good stream feature. I'm sure someone would find that very entertaining. I do a set of squats, turn around, put a helmet on. Morgan! Morgan, thank you! Thank you for the gift sub! Frywolf, enjoy your ad previewing and your emotes. Land guys, please. There, when I'm using it. Yeah. I mean, I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Asking him to change his ways. I got the joke, just to be clear. You want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make change. Na 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 na. Morgan, I hope you're having a lovely day. I suppose it is. Actually, it is officially like Friday night for everyone on the other side of the pond now. Congratulations on making it through another week. Peas on your head. Michael Jackson is at your home gym. Just a part of him. Just a part of him. He's with me always. He and his impact on pop music as a whole will always be with me in some regard. All right, my hamstrings are very, very sore. Yesterday, I got on the treadmill, I walked for a little bit, and then I jogged for 5 minutes, and then I did 6 repeats of 90 seconds hill climbs with increased intensity, and then 60-second jog. So today, I think my legs are okay. I think they're fine. What did we eat for dinner last night? Oh, we had burgers for dinner. I made Beyond Burgers for dinner with onion buns. It was very tasty. Fire up the grill! 3, 4, 6, 7. We'll do a little extra warm up while we're going through this rigmarole. We're going to do 2 warm up sets on squats. 135, 205, working weight at 250. It is a hot day. Oh, thank you, Morgan. You're a Beyond Burger. That's right. I'm Beyond Fred Burger. Fred Burger. Fred Burger. Where are my Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy stands? I heard Beyond Burger is having some money issues. Wait, wait. As opposed to, okay, so Beyond Burger being separate from Impossible, like the company is having some trouble. Fred Burger has been a hot minute. You know what? I would agree with that, Bella. It's been a long time since I thought of our boy Fred Burger. Language comprehension issues. No, it's okay. So yes, we have Beyond Burger and Impossible Burger, which are the like 2 primaries. Screen pop. Hope everyone's doing great. Any recommendations on losing love handles? Screen pop, can I ask what you're doing right now? Are you getting out, getting active? You getting some workouts in a couple times a week? Happy you got your leg goals for today. Well, thank you. Yes, it is man, I hope these heavier squats go okay. And we're gonna be just like taking our time, moving along. You'll forget about me after I've been gone. Inflation, how much people care about the issue combined, has their sales dropping? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they were an early market entry with a unique proposition. And I think that particular type of product is still going to be popular, but their cost was really high. And so they would sell a ton of them when they had promotions, but because their product doesn't stay on the shelf for as long as some others do, they can only sell the frozen stuff. And the frozen stuff doesn't exactly hit like the Impossible Burger, which you can also buy frozen, I think. Pills made me sleep in, woke up 20 minutes before work today. Couldn't go for my morning run. Ooh, Basher, what's your plan? Are you going to try to get it in after work or take a walk or something? Cardio every morning and some home training. I'm going to wait until after ads are over to respond to this. Actually, I'm going to take a moment, banyo break. Be right back. Welcome back. Cardio every morning, some home training because this month the gym is closed near me. So love handles, right? And I think we do occasionally get to breach this topic on stream from time to time. One thing that's really hard for a lot of one thing that can be really hard to accept is that spot reduction of fat is just not something that happens, right? When you talk about like reducing body fat overall, it is something that happens very slowly over the course of your entire body. So if you see someone who is starting to lose weight, they say like, I'm gonna lose some weight. You take a snapshot of them right when they make that decision to do that. And then you go back and you, like if they're on a cardio / strength training routine over the course of 4 to 6 weeks, you take another picture of them after 4 weeks. If they have made progress, that's going to be more visible in some other parts of their body as opposed to their stomach. Because your stomach, this what is sometimes referred to as subcutaneous fat, it's for many people, it's like one of the last things to go. So if you're trying to get rid of love handles, the things that I can recommend are stay consistent, right? Keep with it if you're trying to lose weight. Make sure that you are staying in a calorie deficit, first and foremost. And second thing, don't be afraid to engage in a little bit of strength training. Because if you are doing exercises that are making your core stronger, making your hips stronger, making your abdominal muscles stronger, so that when you do reduce that fat, you've got more muscle underneath that's like, ooh, yeah, I'm here. Calorie deficit. Have you had Oreos before? It's hard. Well, see, Gaston, you can still have Oreos on a calorie deficit. I'm on a deficit. I had 1 cookie last night. I had 1 samosa last night. It is very difficult to have 1 cookie. I will not bullshit you on that. But just because you are on deficit does not mean you can't have cookie. I know you know that. We're still warming up. After that set, I'm going to put on 250. We're going to do 5x5 250. Little Teresa, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. Now when I ate all 3 sleeves in 1 sitting. Gaston. Rookie mistake. You got to go to Costco and you got to get the giant box of Oreos that has 12 sleeves. And that way you only take 1 sleeve out at a time. And you can't eat all of them. I mean, you can. You defo can. Taking pictures really helps in my case to not see the little changes. Tracking progress in that way can be really important. It makes me sad when someone's only method of tracking whether working out is doing anything for them is looking at their weight on the scale. Evie, come here, Evie. Come here, girly. Come on, come downstairs. Good girl. Come tell me about it. Did you see something outside? Girl, can you wait there? Good. You want to tell me a story? That's okay. You're going to tell me a story. Are you all done? Are you all done defending the house? Sorry, I gotta finish racking this up. We'll get Evie a treat. I get to use the red ones today, Evie. Isn't that exciting? I like the vibe you bring here. Well, thank you for joining us. Pleased to have you. People trying to lose weight seem unhappy with the body fat reduction they've achieved. If that remaining fat was spread, stretched over muscle, it would visually look different at the same body fat. Yeah, that's right. Like, I probably look very different from someone else who is somewhere between 12 and 14% body fat. I don't even know what my body fat is. I jumped on a scan last night and I don't think it was right. Hope the workout's going well. Had a pretty good full body sesh today. Tabs, what'd you do? What'd you do in your sesh and how's your eating going? I know you mentioned you were trying to figure things out. Crybaby Crook, welcome in. Welcome in. We'll go back to Evie. Hi, girly. How you doing? How you doing, Evie? Come here. Can you sit up? Can you sit up? Can you sit? Girl, can I have a paw? Paw? Good girl. Good girl. Thank you. Thank you so much for offering me your paw. Can I have the other one? Other paw. Give me the other paw. Oh, oh, yeah. That's it. That's good. That's good. Good job. You want a treat? There you go. Good girl. Good girl. All right. You can go. Yes, that's okay. You can hang here if you want. Wait, hold on a second. What did Morgan say? Big yawn. I am good. Extra Wolf, thank you for the lurk. C-Dub, welcome in. Can I get a shout for C-Dub? Definitely learned a lot about body fat. Still sitting at 30%. Just out of reach out of getting out of obese status, but astounded by the muscles I can see already. It makes me very excited for what I'm going to look like after 28 more pounds lost. You are just crushing it, Gaston. You made great progress. I'm gonna be honest, like, you're gonna have some pretty big pythons by the time this thing is over for you. You've already got some really great muscle definition. I'm not jealous. Who, me? No. I'm not envious. I'm not envious of Gaston's biceps and shoulders. Absolutely not. There we go. How am I just now realizing C-Dub streamed? Oh, yeah. My dude streams late. My dude streams late, so I just caught him the other day. God, it's me, Cool Runnings. Thanks for the tips. How many times? Oh, thank you for the bits. Thank you so much. How many times a week do you train? So I do lifting 3 times a week, sometimes 4. And I run 3 times a week, sometimes 2. So I always have a dedicated rest day where I try to get 10,000 steps or, you know, do something else somewhat active. But I try to train 6 days a week in one fashion or another. And part of that is just like, I really enjoy doing it. Oh, that's heavy. That's so heavy. Oh. May have to change my shoes for this. Please don't hit your head, Joe. Yeesh. That's fine. Can't remember the last time I jumped. Chill, though. Goal's going to be 220s by end of year. 20% body fat by February. That's a good goal, Gaston. That's a great goal. Ah, Natty, good morning. I was lurking on you yesterday. You're looking great. I love how affirming your whole setup is. It's very relaxing. Can I get a shout for Natty Ox? Concept of peak end rule could apply to food and treats. Peak end rule is a cognitive bias. This is the peaks and end of an experience more heavily weighted in your memory and evaluation of recent experience. Said he just had 1 cookie yesterday. Could have eaten some oatmeal first, ended with 1 cookie. The fact that you ended on a high note, you might remember the cookie more. I feel more satiated by that. Memory would assume you're just full of cookies because the last thing you ate was a cookie. Well, I mean, yes and no, right? I know for me personally, like, let me go over my entire day of eating yesterday. Let me see if I can remember. So morning, I had a bowl of cereal. I had Quaker Oats oatmeal squares for breakfast with black coffee. And then I took a like a pre-mixed protein shake to work. And around 9:30, 10 o'clock, I had my protein shake. We had some leftover chicken shawarma wraps from an event at work. So I got to just pull like a few of those. They were like this big, right? I got to pull 3 of those out of the fridge and eat those for lunch. Came back. What did I have in the afternoon? I don't think I had any snacks in the afternoon. I might have had a couple of pieces of dried mango. And then 5 o'clock, I was going to go work out, do my run workout with Lauren. And like during, you know, had just kind of like gone for a few walks. I was out like, I don't know, 8K steps by the time I got to the treadmill. I ate a couple of these before I got on the treadmill. And then went home, had two Beyond Burgers because we needed to get rid of 3 burger buns. 2 Beyond Burgers with pickles, onions, and a little slice of cheese on there. And then I had a protein shake too. So I had 2 protein shakes yesterday. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm going about this in a really unmeasured way. But then after doing all of that, I was like, okay, I've hit my protein goal for the day. I don't need to do any like extra eating at the end of the night. So I finished up with my studying, and it was either take a bunch of time to make some tea or just like have a single cookie and be like, all right, that's it. But having one cookie is a very hard thing to do. But if you can master the art of eating 1 cookie, weight loss becomes a lot easier. If you know your snacking habits and you can like change those snacking habits, that tends to be where a lot of people get caught up because they're like, well, my meals are making sense, but I'm not gaining weight or I'm not losing weight. It's because that like 200 to 300 calories of snacks that you're eating throughout the day that you're not planning, you're not counting, those are kind of having an impact, especially if it's sugary treats. Fox Prince, welcome in. How are you? Can I get a shout for Fox Prince? Well, I was just waxing about, yapping about eating. I'm gonna do this. Monique, hello. Thank you, Bella. Para, can I get a shout for Asian Hot Wife? Nom 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 nom. Single biscuit is nearly 200 calories. That is so dense. Nothing I'm doing is making sense. I need to pay someone to give me advice. Never a bad idea. I'm not yet certified. I'm not yet certified. And I'm not allowed to make meal plans. We'll eat like 1 bite of Brent's dinner or a couple of chips and not count it. Yeah. I mean, like the thing is like if you do that once per day, not gonna be a big deal. If you were doing it in between every single meal, yeah, cookie. Ari, hello, welcome in. Fox, how's your chest training going? Last time we were speaking, you were trying to get them chest gains. How are you feeling? And Ari, it's good to see you, my dude. I was thinking about you this morning. I mean, I was seeing you in chats, and that was part of why I was thinking about you this morning. But I was thinking about you before I got on twitch.tv. Position ourselves safely. Phew. is it rent-free in my brain? Well, good, because I can't pay rent up there. It's expensive. Rent is too damn high in Acro's brain. Maddie, I'll definitely let you know when I open the call for training. I'm coaching. Started going to the gym. Just cancer ate all my meat, put on a lot of fat. Don't feel right being there. Well, Kilted Cabbie, thank you for sharing that and welcome in. And I hope that you're able to find a comfortable space for yourself in the gym or wherever you decide to work out. Because regardless of what you look like, that space is just as much for you as it is for anyone else. Everyone's going to be worrying about their own stuff. They might be going through however much in their brains around training and around fitness. And as much as like it might feel a little bit uncomfortable, they're probably really happy that you're there. So if you want to talk through that, I'm here for it, because I think a lot of people feel that way. Welcome in. Nervous about tomorrow. Tabs, are you posing tomorrow? Are you doing the pose sesh? What up, Sunken Lamp? How we doing? Welcome in, Lamp. Taking it slow but good. Working out is much easier without boobs. I can imagine. All cardio is a little bit easier. I can imagine any sort of pressing activities are much easier. You trying not to jump high also helps with core strength. It really does. Like, there's a part of me that worries that like restricting the height of my jump is going to be bad in the long run, but it probably is like control, you know? Even if they aren't happy that you're there, screw them, do it anyways. There you go. There you go. Well, Cabbie, I'm happy that you're here. If you're still here, I'm happy that you're here. I mean, even if you're not here anymore and you look back on this VOD later, I'm happy that you were here for a brief moment to share something that I think is very vulnerable. Glad to catch you. Got to rest though for work tomorrow, so have a great workout. Thank you, Lamp. Thanks for stopping in. Hoping so much that I can work out once I'm deboobed. It will feel, from what I understand, it will feel good. Took me about 8 weeks before I felt comfy trying. So in the way. Yeah, I cannot fully empathize. But maybe we could probably get a product ready for that, you know? We can work on a set of exercises for like really fit dudes that have the worldview that like, why can't everyone just get it done, and like don't have any sort of feeling about what might make things more difficult for other folks, and like put on like the I think it was Seinfeld. They had an episode where Kramer was trying out a bra. Just like load up a bra with some big old fake honkers and have a dude go do like squat tucks and all these things. Going to my friend's club opening tonight. Really don't want to because it's going to storm, but need to show support. Can you like make an appearance and then slip out? You could do the whole like stand there, you know, like yeah, no, it's great, it's beautiful, it's really good. Oh, the energy in here is great. Oh, hang on. Oh, Timmy fell down the well. Yeah, I'll be right home. I'm sorry. I'm really glad I could catch you. I'm really glad I could see, just like get the vibe, you know? And then you leave. I think there was a Try Guys episode where they did a workout with boob weights, and it was very amusing. I should watch that. That sounds very amusing. Always awkward. I'm the only masked one everywhere. Yeah, that can be tough. That can be a tough thing. But like, you know, I mean, I'm sure they're just going to be happy to see you there for any little bit of time. And frankly, with everything that you have going on in your life right now, Bella, I think it would be completely excusable for you to just not go. You're like, hi, I have a young child and a partner going through a very serious illness. I love you, I care about you, I'd like to be there, but I cannot. Hang on. The guidance for me on this style of workout was 3 to 5 minutes of rest. And I think we're kind of getting there. Probably. But I support you either way, Bella. Like, I have seen the benefit for myself of like just going when I'm nervous about stuff like that. But I've also made the right call a couple times to not. Set this down. What was I doing with my arm swings the first 5 of those? Damn. Thank you for the biddies. Opinion on creatine? I think it's great. I think creatine's great. Give me 1 second. Wow. Woo. Okay. Green Pop, thank you for the biddies. Yeah, my opinion on creatine. Creatine is a very well-researched supplement that can help in particular with weightlifting. It's very safe. It's pretty cheap, honestly. I spend $60, roughly $60 on a bag of creatine that lasts me about 5 months because I take anywhere between 3 and 5 grams of creatine monohydrate on the daily, and I just sneak it into one of my protein shakes and it's fine. But yeah, no, creatine helps in particular with the, oh gosh, I need to actually have this memorized. The formation of creatinine, which is utilized in, ooh gosh, what system? It's the 1 to 2 minute system of force generation. Oh, I can't remember the name of it, but essentially it helps with generating energy more efficiently when you are doing activities that involve bursts of energy from like 1 to 2 minutes. So like a set of lifting weights, or like a set of tuck jumps, or a set of like anything else, right? It's not going to help a lot if you're doing sustained cardio. If you're working in some ab work with sustained cardio, you don't have to do the 5 milligrams or 5 grams. You can just do like 2 to 3 grams of creatine, and if you're not doing super intense exercise, you're going to see kind of the same results and outcomes. Fox, I'm so happy for you that you got it done. So you're coming right up, Para. You got a little time to get ready. So excited for you. Best flavor to take it with? Ooh, we'll see, because I just do mine with my protein shake. So my protein shake is basically chocolate. I have a whey protein that's chocolate, and then I have a casein that is cookies and cream. Hell yeah! I imagine that Para was stating that for everyone else's Because that's like, because for anyone in the US, they would read that as like, yo, that's like 12 days. All right. We've done 3 sets, right? Or have we done 4 sets? Oh no. Does anyone know how many sets I did? Ugh. What is a good protein goo to take? Do you mean like protein powder? Because I can offer some suggestions on protein supplements as well. Do I gotta check the VOD? I mean, I know I at least have one more. I know I at least have one more. Yeah, Cabby, I'll talk about protein subs in just a moment. We gotta keep moving. Here we go. Everything's fine. Pop out the glasses. 2 more it is. Damn. Best thing about these is that there are nails sticking out of my ceiling in between the slats. So if I do jump too high, it's gonna be really uncomfortable. Surprise! Whew. Yeah, you could order through Legion. I use primarily right now, I use Optimum Nutrition protein powder for my whey. He's screwed. I think they're nails. I don't think they're screws. I think they're nails. No. Free acupuncture, it's fine. What up, Brenty? Yeah. I mean, some people pay a lot of money for that, so I should be so blessed. I should be so blessed as to get that service for free. Yowza. This is taking a long time. We'll be fine, though. I don't have any meetings this afternoon. As long as I watch my messages and make sure no one is trying to get things from me, I'll be okay. It is fun watching my my inbox fill up while we're doing this, though. Boom. Okay. Full Spotify back up. Lads. What up, Semper Turtle? How we doing, Sam? Can I get a shout for Semper Turtle, please? I'm guessing Bella's gonna be the one to jump on it. How we doing, Sam? Did you know? Did y'all know? Semper Turtle is a 6'5" Marine. 6'5" Marine veteran. 6'5" Marine veteran. Excuse me. He's tall. He's tall. Welcome in. How we doing, Sam? Cabby, are you still here? I want to answer your question, but I want to make sure that you are here and listening and available. How goes your day so far? Aside from me being really heckin' sore, pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. Sushi Fox! How you doing, Sushi? Happy Freitag to you. Got through some commercials. Perfect. Okay. So, as far as what kind of protein to take, there are 2 primary types of protein supplements that you're going to run into. You will run into Yes, Sushi, I got you. But hang on, you're gonna run into whey protein and casein protein. If you are either just starting off or you are mostly focusing on losing weight and not necessarily trying to like bulk up by any means, I'm gonna say that whey protein is the one that you need to worry about. Whey proteins are gonna be like thinner and a little bit lower calorie in most cases, and whey protein is going to be great for right before and right after your workouts. So the way that I use protein shakes, I take a protein shake 20 to 30 minutes before I start my workout, and then I take one after my workout, sometime within the next like hour to 2 hours. Most whey proteins are going to be pretty clean. The brands that I can directly recommend are going to be Optimum Nutrition. Okay, so you're on the older end of things. Yeah. So you're definitely going to have a different set of protein needs than other folks. You're not going to need as much to focus on maintaining. But at 61, you still got some good years left of movement in you. The big thing that have a good lurk, Semper. Good to see you, Sam. Sounds like the ceiling is already prepared for you to stick a foam pad to it and avoid accidental head wounds. Stone Shadow. That's just a little too smart. That's just a little too smart. Wouldn't it be good if I was actual smart and not just getting ready to puncture my brain? That is a good point though. I should probably do that. But yeah, Cabby, I hope that helps. I would highly recommend, definitely for you. And I'm still in a limited stage of working with older clients. And sorry for saying 61 is older, but I generally think like being over 50, your needs for movement are going to be a little bit different. If you haven't done anything in a long time, try not to push too hard right away. Start off with some machines where the path of movement is defined for you, and that range of motion isn't going to pull you out into all these weird places where just a little too much load could cause either a tear or a sprain or anything like that. So yeah, whey protein I think is going to be the way to go for you. And if you haven't seen a doc in a while to talk about what is going to be a safe approach for you, definitely go check with a doc. Ask like as specifically as you can, like what do you recommend? Of course, Cabby. Yeah, I'm happy to help. I'm assuming you're Scottish. That's maybe a dangerous assumption, but I'm making that assumption. We got foxes in here. Sure advice proper. Sushi, while I'm doing this last set, can you fill me in on what it was you wanted help with? Workout in a kilt? Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. There's a wolf in here too. Oh no. We're full of predators. Oh. Oh, the foam roller. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Acro remembers. The North remembers. Bonk. Ah. Thank you for the follow, Run Club. Thanks, Cabby. Thanks for the follow. Hope to see you around. Such a busy day at work. I'm sorry, Moon. Work through things because of my weight. You're lighter, it's easier. Sore all the time, I need to work through stuff. So Sushi, so I can be most helpful,
Which areas are you struggling with? Is it like quads? Is it calves? Ooh, that was good stuff. That was a lot of fun. New things. Thighs, calves, hamstrings, glutes, glutes and below. All right. I will do my best to assist. So let me move this. Actually, we won't move that yet. I'm going to unrack because I don't like messing around on the floor in front of a loaded bar. Makes me nervous. So Sushi, what I'm going to recommend to you is, along with foam rolling, I know that this is kind of a pain in the butt, but especially if you're having a lot of tightness and soreness in your hamstrings and glutes, is I want you to start planning to pair all of your foam rolling activities with some sort of activation activity. So we'll talk through how to make foam rolling a little bit easier. And at the same time, whenever you do that, make a little bit of space for some of the stuff that we're going to talk about here too. And I may do a little bit of like, here's one thing, and if you Google X, you'll find more info. So just to give you a full descriptor here. Yeah. So hammies are sore and tight for a lot of people. And if you're someone who is either starting to work out or you've been working out for a minute and maybe form stuff isn't there, or you've developed a little bit of overactive, underactive muscles. Yee, what up, bull muscle? How we doing, bull? So Sushi, if you don't own a pair yet, highly recommend getting yourself a pair of yoga blocks. If you don't have yoga blocks and you can't afford yoga blocks, I would highly recommend just using some books, or like a stack of pillows might be kind of tough, but in a pinch, you can use it. So in general, when foam rolling, you're going to start further away from the knee. You're going to try to work upwards from the ground. Because when we're standing, oh boy. Oh, bull muscle. What up, Raiders? Oh my gosh. We're going to keep talking about this. We're going to keep talking about this. Welcome in, Raiders. What up, Mikey Bull? How we doing? What up, y'all? Raiders, welcome in. My name is Joe. I go by Cool Runnings here on Twitch. You see him pronouns. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, we lift weights. Tuesdays, Sundays, we play video games all the time. We're an inclusive community all about getting moving in the ways that work for you and enjoying rad stories together. Right now, we're talking about foam rolling and other self-myofascial release techniques. So we're doing just a little demo of some stuff, but welcome in, Raiders. Bull, how was the rest of your lift? How's that beer treating you? All right, I'm gonna focus back in. So when you're doing a foam roller, again, you want to start from the bottom, right? I'm gonna get up on here, and to start, you see people doing this, right? And like holding themselves up, hoisting themselves up on this like 3-point stance. You don't have to always start that way, right? So I can put this left foot down, and I'm gonna pick up my butt just a little bit. So now I got 4 points of contact. Going to be a little bit less stress on my arms and shoulders. And I'm just going to slowly roll this forward. And if I want to, I can kind of rotate that foot a little bit to find, quote, the spot. But I'm going to start down from low. I'm not going to roll over any of this soft tissue. So you want to avoid tendons and ligaments like the Achilles tendon. You don't want to roll over these ligaments and tendons that run across the back of your knee. I'm going to start just above there, start rolling through, and when I find a spot, ooh, there's a spot right there. I'm going to rest on this spot for 30 seconds. Now, 30 seconds is a general rule of thumb. You can go longer than 30 seconds. The way that your autonomic, what's the word? think it's autonomic. No, autogenic response happens is that what is happening with tight muscle is that it is overactive. It's receiving signals from your central nervous system, peripheral nervous system to keep activating and keep firing. When you put pressure on it, and if I'm having trouble keeping myself up, you know, I can stick a block or something underneath my thigh to where I'm still getting pressure on this foam roller, but it's taking a little bit of stress off of my hands and arms. So to the specific question of what can I do to make this easier, put a little something under your thigh. You can experiment. Like, you can sit on top of something because any pressure is going to be better than no pressure. I'm going to hold it for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to start moving up my leg again until I find another spot. You know, again, I could rotate this a little bit, hit each of those big muscle bellies that are on my calf. I'm going to sit there for 30 seconds. I'm going to finish up. Same thing with the hamstrings. I'm going to start just above the knee, but not making sure I'm not landing on any of these tendons. And I'm going to start rolling upward until I find a spot. Right now, oh, there we go. It's my, right there for me, right? So again, like, you know, you see people doing that 3 points of contact, and you can do it that way. You absolutely can do the whole like legs crossed over. Oh man, I'm really leaning into it to get the suck and get the hurt. But you know, whatever amount of pressure you're putting on it is going to be better than nothing. So put a little something under your butt, put a little something underneath your feet, if that feels good for you, right? Whatever you can do to elevate your body so that there is some pressure going onto that foam roller. 30 seconds, move on. So that's the first part of it, Sushi. Do you have any questions about that? Yes, autonomic is breathing. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm sorry that I took a little bit to welcome you in, but it's good to see you, Bull. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I don't know if you got a raid and run or if you're hanging around for a bit, but Raiders, make sure you're taking care of yourselves. Grab a drink, grab a snack, grab a walk, grab a sip, grab a pet, pick them up, give them love, put them back down. Get your free serotonin from your furry friends. And welcome in, J-Light. Do you apply the same thing to the other side too, following the same instructions? I mean, the front of your thigh? Yep. Yeah, so with the front of your thigh too, the same thing applies in terms of like, you know, if I'm foam rolling, I do not want to roll on top of my kneecap. Now, what will happen, and it's really hard to illustrate in this format, in a stream format, is like you can set that foam roller on the ground and start to roll the inside of your thigh. And you've got two primary muscle groups. You got this TFL area, and you've also got that adductor area on the inside of your thigh. So the way that I do that is I'm laying down. I take this, I wedge it right up under here. And honestly, with these, I pretty much have all points of contact on the ground because I have some chronically tight adductors. But same thing, I'm going to try to find a spot. I might have to move my roller around a little bit. I'm going to take that, I'm going to let it sit there for 30 seconds, and then I'll move it all the way up my leg until I find another spot. I'll do that for 30 seconds. And the ideal kind of like sets and reps, because that's how you can look at foam rolling. I think some people look at it as, I'm just going to do it once in a session and then I'll feel good. You can do like cycle through it twice is kind of the better way to go about it, rather than just like, boom. Like I did 30 seconds and now I'm done. I am not, see, I want to play it. I want to play it, Mikey, but I got to get through this exam first. But yeah, Bull, I can imagine you got a lot of Discord messages coming back from vacay. You said you're in the Pacific Northwest? What were you doing over there, my dude? Yeah, and the other thing, Sushi, and this is like a little bit, I'm not going to be able to talk through this in a lot of detail, but whenever you are doing workouts and you're thinking about workouts, if I have really sore adductors or hamstrings, What that probably means is that those muscle groups are doing a little too much work. So if I do all of this work to like release my calves, or if I do all this work to like get a little bit of release on my hamstrings, but then I'm not making my quads stronger so that they can provide some balanced force in my legs. Because when you're standing up, like I think a lot of people don't realize this, and I certainly didn't for a long time. Like just in standing, like your body is doing a bunch of coupled force relationships where you've got one muscle pulling one way and another muscle pulling another way just to keep you on your feet. Same thing happens when you walk, right? So if you have a lot of muscle soreness, you have a lot of tightness that won't go away in a certain area, it might mean that the opposing muscle, sometimes referred to as altered reciprocal inhibition, just isn't, it's not working hard enough, or it's too weak. Oh man, so that's a pretty long trip, Bull, going from South Carolina to Washington. Walking 3 miles a day. Notice my hammies have gotten tighter. Like just my right hammy. Well, it might not mean that you're going too hard, Sushi. And you know, if it starts to feel like it's actually inhibiting you from doing things, then you know, maybe cut it back a little bit. It sounds like you're already doing a little bit of stretching. But maybe like work in a little bit of glute strengthening. That is something that, you know, I think is pretty common and is something that I'm working on. I had some glutes that were not firing for a long time, and it took me a while to work on them to where now it feels like I can do a lot of movements more naturally. Work your glutes! Do it! All right. So we're gonna do some tosses. And I don't know that I actually have the space to do this, but we're gonna attempt to do this down here. Oh. I'm gonna reveal this part of the wall that had stuff over it before that the owners just like put up there and painted around. You're welcome, Sushi. Happy to help. New wall, who dis? Gluten. All right, we're gonna do some dumbbell rows. 5x8 is the plan. 5x8 dumbbell rows. And then we're gonna do some soccer throws overhead with a slam ball. Whew. I wasn't even paying attention to the music. And I may have to change this if I can't find a way to safely throw the ball. We shall try. This angle is like so imperfect here. Nah, I can't do this with good ROM. Let me is there another spot that I could throw this ball? It's like it's gotta be right here. And if I reach up too far, I'm gonna hit the ceiling. Yeet! Let it out! Thank you, Bull. Been on a cut for on and off for a few months. Been trying to take it nice and slow. So don't lose too much strength. Who wronged you? Hit me. I wronged me. Darketh, welcome in. Thank you for controlling yourself. Yeah. No, I feel terrible about wearing them sometimes because, like, they are usually well received, but you can't buy them anymore, and I don't know why. Nico! Welcome in, Nico. Fuck this part of the wall in particular. Can I get a shout for Nico, please? Whatever mod is available. How you doing, friendo? I've really been enjoying catching some of your GTA content. It makes these shorts in particular more valuable. You talking about me, like, selling my shorts? There was a... No, that's what you meant. That's what you meant. Evo Uzumaki at one point put a channel point redemption for like 100,000 points to sell a pair of shorts on eBay, and it was redeemed almost immediately. Man had to sell his shorts within like a day of it being like, haha, funny joke. I didn't have enough points at the time. I'm proud of Evo. I know he's not around as much anymore, but my dude went through some stuff, and he came out on the other side of it, I think. Probably a happier fella. I hope he's doing well. I hope he's happy. We got shorts for sale? Not yet. Not yet. He's back. He just changed his name? What? What's he streaming under? Oh, actually, you know, Jayla, you can DM me. I don't, because if he was like trying to avoid people or something, I don't want to get him caught by someone that he's trying to get away from. That's like, I know that's a very weird way to put that, but I want to protect someone's privacy if they're like, I got followed by too many people that wanted things that were not something I was ready to engage in. I just realized I could probably try to recreate these shorts and sell them in the merch store. Someone might like that. You could follow me instead. Yeah, go follow Jay. I'm gonna put your Instagram handle on here now. Whew. Set this down. Doc. Doc. How are you doing, Doc? Look, I'm in, Doc. Can I get a shot for Doc? Always gonna be thirsty in the comments. Don't want to give him the cold shoulder. Indulge him too much. Yeah. Yeah, it's I don't know. Like, everyone should engage to their comfort, right? And like I think when people start streaming, sometimes they're not great about setting their own boundaries. I'm speaking from my experience. there were things that I just like let go when I started, that nowadays if someone came in and dropped, I'd just be like, no, get out of here. Because, you know, you're trying to build an audience, you're trying to, you know, keep people interested and engaged, and parasocial relationships, my favorite. Understanding one, welcome in. I'm glad you appreciate the captions. We try to keep it inclusive. Doc, it's so good to see you. So good to see you, my dude. I loved your what was the name? Brick Johnson. It wasn't Brick Johnson. It was something along those lines. Is the closed captions built into Twitch or an add-on? It is built into Twitch. So there's an extension that you can install. Bricks Mick Johnson. I was close. Bricks McJohnson raised like $1,500 to help survivors of the Hawaii wildfires. Was that last night? The night before? I'm embarrassed. You did a fantastic job. I mean, Bricks McJohnson did a fantastic job. Word. Yeah. No. Thankfully, and I think I say this all the time. If you are ever in my stream and you don't see captions, I want to know about it. Because it means either something is broken or I forgot to turn captions on. And I know that some people like to watch, like, even if you don't need it for hearing impaired reasons, some folks like to watch the stream without volume so they can, you know, watch it in their office or in more crowded locations and not disturb anyone. Ball! Ball! I love ball time. Have a good lurk, Bull. Cheers. Thanks for the raid. It was last night. Okay. Michael Nardelli, welcome in. How you doing today? Glad that isn't a bowling ball. My goodness. It's 15 pounds. Be a pretty heavy bowling ball. That's on the upper end, right? Basement demo has begun. We're doing things the least efficient possible way. But yes, we are taking the basement down. Can I tell y'all something? Since we have an ad break on, just for subscribers, we are 2 followers away from 3,500. Oh, you redeemed a rollout. Pip, can I get you after we got 2 more sets of this? And then I will roll out. It'd be like the shower renovation, yeah. I'm gonna get wifey down here. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this ball. Something. Something like that. But yes, 2 followers away. I try really hard not to pay too much attention to the numbers, but that's a fun one. When you hit a little follower milestone. I think it was before the 90s. Mr. Gorbachev, tug on my balls. That's not how the quote went either. Stars and bars, welcome in. How we doing? It did not get captioned. Max, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in, Poised. How are you doing today? Let me just get some shouts here. I think the mods are a little busy at the moment. Yeah, everyone go check out Stars and Bars and Max Fits. We got two other morning Twitch health and fitness streamers that y'all should go check out. Max is the strongest grandpa on Twitch. And Stars and Bars is I'm just say it, up there with best dads on Twitch. Let's be real. My man does his workout streams, gets the kiddo involved. He is strong as hell. You're good, Bella. Take whatever time you need. All right, we got two more sets. DB rows and soccer ball throws. Best daddy on Twitch confirmed. That is not what I said. Hang on. I'm gonna put words in my mouth. At least, like, I don't know. Give me some, like, free promo for it. Press is press. Right? Suppose a mugshot is press. And that's all I'm saying about that. That might actually mess up my watch. Woo. We have to stop meeting like this. Welcome in, Poised. How's your day going? Happy Friday. Thanks for joining us. Almost hit the poster. Slander promo. Call me Ned Slanders. Hadley diddly odly, neighbor. Heard you been talking shit. Motivated me keeping up with some healthy habits. Some algebra gymnastics. Well, I'm glad you got some motivation. Glad you got some motivation. Thanks for saying so. I had to schedule an old man exam on 10/12. That would help by shedding a ton of weight. Oh my gosh. Have to take care of work business. Moon, have a good day. Does this hurt the wall? So, I'm going to say there's a chance. I mean, it's a concrete brick wall. And I'm using... So there's different kinds of medicine balls, right? And what I'm using today is a slam ball. It's got sand inside. So instead of like being really firm and bouncing back, so you'll notice that it's like hitting the ball and then dropping, or hitting the wall and then dropping. Slam ball is going to be, point is not to get the bounce, right? So my next purchase is going to be like a full, like a more, yes, firm and bouncing back, Jay. You feel good? You feel good about what you just did? Yeah, I bet you do. Just like you, yeah, I think this is great. I think this is great. But yeah, Sandy Ball is not going to have as much. A lot of force is going to just be like flattened out and reduced by the time it hits the wall. So you have a little bit less of a chance of actual damage happening. But I would not I would not recommend doing it on like drywall. I think if I did that on a drywall wall, it would go straight through it. Unless you got set up with like, I think some people will take like a sheet of metal and they'll put it over drywall, but even then there's still a little bit of risk. Uncertainty is not failure. This is true. If I had the technical know-how, I would clip this and turn it into a series of GIFs of Joe throwing random objects and people against the wall. just a quick turnaround and just, no! Hold on, Doc. Who do you think I should throw against the wall? Who's the ball today? You've used them before. Word. Yeah. I wanted one of the like leather ones, but they're very expensive. They are quite expensive. Some of my old dumbbells are sand-filled, but they leak, so they're lighter than when I purchased them. Oh, I mean, well, yeah, a lot of the like cheaper barbell sets you can get have sand-filled. me against the wall. Rome. What up, Rome? Coming right in with the thirst. Can I get a shout for King Rome, please? How you doing, my dude? It's so good to see you. How's Friday? Is it productive for you? Glasses are coming off before they fall off. Ball time. Ooh. Chat, who wants me to slam him against the wall? I'm sorry. Ooh, weekend plans. So, NASM exam on Thursday. NASM exam on Thursday. That means I have to take a CPR class. So Saturday, I will be in 5 hours of CPR AED training. Hopefully it's not actually 5 hours. Ooh. Oh, I'm sorry about your glasses, Jay. I try to be... Ooh, it's roll time. We'll roll right now. Yes. Cabby, have a great day. We'd love to have you around. Cabby, you should also check out Max Fit. Red Cross, it's 5. Yeah. Yeah, we got 5. We got 5 hours. But I'm not actually taking it with the Red Cross. My org does. They do courses for the people in our org. No one is up that early. Cabby's on the other side of the world, so it's not that early for him, though. Are you certified in training? I am going to be after Thursday. This is the language that we're using. It's not an if at this point, friends. It is a when. It is when I pass that exam on Thursday. I will be a certified trainer. And then I won't feel such hefty feelings of imposter syndrome when I'm giving people fitness advice on the internet. or feel like what I'm doing is unsafe. Ooh, I'm gonna park that right there. Ooh, yeah. That's it right there. Oh, thank you, Pip. Going just like the inside of that hammy. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, very good. Very good. Ooh, yeah. You taking clients after you get certified? So, yes, and I don't want to wait too. I'm trying to hang up. There we go. I want to start taking clients, and I have not been able to find the time to actually lay out a business plan, know what my pricing is, know what philosophies I'm going to use. I also need to pick up some liability insurance. There are just some steps that I haven't taken yet because life has gotten in the way. And I also want to make sure that if I am taking clients, that I do have the amount of time to give everyone the love and care that they deserve. So I think what I'd like to do is I'd like to get my program together and start developing a number of different programs for different, like pick it up and take it programs. And those might be, depending on the program, those will probably be pay what you can. And then, oh, wow, sorry. Oh, man. There it is. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. I just like flopped over onto a mussel. Horses for horses. Throw it at the wall. Well, that's yeah, I found the spot. I want someone to meet maybe once a month to get advice and learn how to exercise and get sexy. Yeah, and I want to make sure that I have the appropriate space to do that. Like to what Fox was saying, to what Fox said, right? I have a lot going on, and I want to make sure that if I am saying, like, yeah, I'm going to accept your money to provide a service for you, that it's not like me intermittently responding to DMs and like feeling like I have to move sessions or be really picky with when folks can set up time with me. Like I want to be open and available and actually helpful, as opposed to like instead of saying, actually this person might actually be able to help you a little better. So I just want to be intentional about it. I don't want to let people down. So it will come. But thank you for that, All Irish. I will keep that in mind, because I would like to take on coaching. Physical assessment by Zoom. Yep. We'd probably, at least as I'm starting off, we'd follow the typical Mason style of assessments. Good things come to those who work hard for them. I've tried to stay pretty consistent about studying. I got a little worried. There was a point where I was on struggle street with finding the time to study. And I got through that point by just like giving myself permission to work a little harder. And I know that that doesn't sound great on the surface, but I did hit this point where I had to say, hey, mister, like, it's good that you value your rest. It's good that you value taking time away from the things that you need to do the things that you want to do. But giving yourself a hard stop at like X time every night is not going to help you get to the goal that you're trying to get to. So that was like that was a pretty hard self convo I had to have. And after that, I started to do a lot better with, okay, I know I'm tired. I know that I've already spent a lot of time working on whatever today. But if I can spend 15 more minutes trying to study, trying to review something, then I will go to bed feeling like I've worked towards my goal rather than like dodging myself, if that makes sense. So, nice mustache. Thank you for the hydrate. This will be our last SETI here. We're going a little long today. Sorta. I don't know. Where am I on the calendar? Hee. I'm just gonna move this. I'm just gonna move my calendar block. Dodge the self-dodge. Like, you will hear me over and over again say, you must love yourself. You must forgive yourself when you don't do things 100% of the time, 100% right. But it's also okay to have a hard conversation with yourself from time to time. That's too much weight. Ugh. We're gonna finish this set. That is too much weight. I'm gonna. This is gonna be really weird. All right, we're gonna do 5 tosses. I should have more space for this. Give myself more space. Doing kind of an underhand oblique toss. We're gonna start there. And I think what I'll do is I'll drop this. No. I don't know, it's gonna get in the way less. Oh no. Jay, go get that sorted. To finish my thought. Love yourself. Forgive yourself. Know that you don't have to get it all done today. Know that growth comes in tiny little bits. You do a little thing to help your brain, to help your heart. That's good. Forgive yourself on days where you fall short, but also love yourself enough to hold yourself accountable. And if you don't do the thing that you say you're going to do, figure out a plan for doing the thing. Dave? Dave? Hi, Michael. Dave? What up, Sega? Wait. Are we Dave diving? Are we dive daving? Are we diving Daverly right now? What is happening? Hello? Am I on the outside of this right now? I just like it. All right. I mean, if I gotta be Dave, I can be Dave. I can be Dave for a day. What's up, Dave? Stanley Kubrick scene? Dave? David? Davino? Davrosky? Hello, Sega. Hello, Sega. I mean, David. Hello, Big David. David Brusky. I can't do that, Dave. Damn. I don't want to go back to work now. I just want to play Dave the Diver. I just want to play Dave. Want to go diving with Dave. Man. We may have to move the chicken chaser poster. Ugh. We'll get this figured out. Sharks think you're tasty. Saw a video of a lady doing this. She blasted a hole in the drywall. We were just talking about that a moment ago, Nick. I do not recommend doing wall balls if you got drywall. We got nice, firm, concrete brick. How we doing, Nick? Honestly, if it weren't for the fact that there was like so much in the way of devices and whatnot over here, trying to hit that space between those two chords could be a pretty good little target for me. Concrete and no neighbors. Then you can do wall balls. I wonder if my outdoor neighbor can hear me. Could get a literal target. Smack it on there. I could just use the dartboard. That's probably not a bad idea. Right? There's nothing wrong with throwing a big ball. Dartboard. Why are you throwing that ball so violently? So I'm trying to be a good NASM citizen and implement undulating periodization with power training. My back hurts and it's back day. I'm not hyped. Wait, what do you got going? Undulating periodization with power phases. You got to do your back day though. You know why? Don't skip it, even if it hurts. I mean, like, you know, you could be a little sore. There's like sore versus hurt. Ugh. I have no idea how good that pose actually looks. I'm going to miss the posing practice tomorrow. See, my weekend plans were to go do posing practice online with Ari. If anyone is not aware that that's happening tomorrow, if you want to watch a bunch of people pose out and get feedback on their posing, go check out Ari. Watch his channel tomorrow. He's hosting a posing clinic. Like, actually roped in some pro posing folks to help out. It's Yeet Day, probably standard DB work, incline supported DB rows, lat pullover, RDL, spider curls, hammer curls. Ooh, that sounds like a good ass day. Sounds like a real good day. Have you ever tried nasal strips? I have not, Seka. Do you mean like for general wear or just for sleeping? Pokra, welcome in. How you doing today? All right, next set. Ouch. Ooh. Oh, I brought that one down a little hard. Happy to see you too. Picked at the misses to show how strong I am. I'm not that strong. Oh, so that's what hurt your back? Happy to see you too, Pokra. Thanks for joining us today. But yeah, so my weekend plans are CPR, AED, and studying. Maybe playing some Stardew. Perhaps. Might as well move this over. I'm doing this. Come check out how bad my form is. Oh. Oh. Gregor. For sleep, cardio, daily life. You know, I've never tried it, Sega, but I got real bad allergies. So it probably could benefit from it. Oh. Those are very challenging. By one of the most wholesome people I know. All right, word. Thanks, Pokra. We stand the weekend studying. So far, his favorite subject is English comp. So comp being like composition, so you're doing a lot of writing. Least amount of work so far. I liked my English classes. To answer your question, Firewolf, I believe it starts at 11 o'clock Eastern time. I think 11 o'clock Eastern time is when the thing starts tomorrow. Ooh. Sheesh Loish. Thanks, bro. You're welcome. You're welcome. And on Acro's Instagram, I think he also had he put up a graphic about it. Oh, thank you, Gregor. Thank you, Basher. Feels nice for me when sleeping and just in general. Yeah, I've been getting okay sleep lately. Only comp I know is Comp Het, which is compulsory. I mean, it is Taking Back Sunday. It is Taking Back Sunday. Which, yeah, that is very 2000s. That is very 2000s. I used to listen to a lot of Taking Back Sunday. That was, when the, oh gosh, what album was that? When their album came out that had, Make Damn Sure on it, I was all in. I listened to that album over and over and over again. Love a Y2K throwback. I also like to think about times where everyone was paralyzed by fear. Ooh. Gregor, are you back from ads? The Y2K bug, that's right. That's right. Mama Runnings worked in telecom at the time. And so everyone was like panicking about what was going to happen. And they knew darn well nothing was actually going to happen. Party like it's 1999. That's what Weird Al Yankovic did. Oh. Yeah. I'm gonna moo like a cow now. All right, so those wall balls have been really awkward. I'm gonna break off from my plan here, and we're gonna work in some lateral raises as a double, as a superset. You're not fitting together fun. Why are you acting all funny? What's wrong with you, power blocks? I believed in you. I was partying in my diapers. I was 7 in 1999. 31 this year. Word. Ooh. Like a surgeon. Cutting for the very first time. First in my family to wear branded diapers. Privilege. Curvistica. I'm working on my jiggle physics. I'm kind of there. Tis part of the collection, I suppose. I'd like to go to any party, really. Just one invite, please. Jay, next time we have a Discord party, I will invite you. Toga parties probably are a little overrated. You'd get banned for that? Oh. Jiggle physics. I mean, I was just doing calisthenics. That's all that's happening here. Natty jigglers. I'll bring the bottle for the spinning. I wonder what spin the bottle on Discord would look like. 7 minutes in heaven. And it's 2 people just entering a private Discord room and playing one-on-one Smash Brothers. Jiggly Joe. Jigglypuff. Jiggly Joe like Jigglypuff. I can see it. It's calisthenics. We're doing hops. Sounds good to me. Final destination, no items. Let's get it, gamers. Last set of presses. Rumble. And we'll grab 20s for the lateral raises. Two people in a separate room trying to text each other. I think it's okay if you've never played it. Honestly, I've never played it. I've only seen it depicted in movies about what teenagers are supposedly doing. All right, so what we're going to end up doing, we're going to do some Dumbbell curls. Ah. I played Truth or Dare more than Sir Cool. Probably. Probably. Only played Twister hoping it would get spicy, but it never did. Huh. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what the media tells you. From what I understand, sometimes people just have really nice conversations. But if that's how you feel, I'm not going to tell you that you're wrong. Yeah. It more ended up being the dialogue that happened where people would talk about what those two people were doing rather than what was actually happening. Is my understanding. It's all about that rumor mill. Ooh. Imagine being physically present with friends in this day and age. Can you imagine? Can you freaking imagine? Whew. Was sober from gossip, but I fail every day. I don't know. I don't know that I was ever really a gossiper. I remember hearing a lot about stuff that happened in school where people were talking biz, and like at work it still happens to some degree. Always gonna be, always gonna happen. Always gonna happen. People are gonna talk about people when they're in the same space with people. If someone gets mad about what someone else does, unless they're really good at keeping their yappers yunked, then they're probably gonna be talking some bad biz about someone else. People communicate long distance, and touching is a big deal. I mean, touching is a big deal. Maybe it's just the environment that I've come up in, but like, man, I've had to have, like, in my old job, I had to have discussions with a lot of managers to be like, yo, I get that you had the kind of work situation before where you could just like put your hand on someone's back and tell them that they did a good job, but like you can't do that anymore, my dude. Ah. And I think that's a good change. Like, yeah, just don't expect that you can put your hands on people when you want to. I think it's very fair. And like, if someone sets up front, like, yo, I'm good with that, then great. But if they say stop, then don't. Oh. So that's 3 sets of lateral raises. We'll do at least 1 more set of curls. I really got to get back to work, but yeah, I mean, some folks are good with it, and that's okay. I think just like more than it used to be, it's good to just like expect that you should maybe get direct permission from someone. Like it's so like it's really hard. It's really hard because like there's something that says like it's cool in a lot of situations to just be like, hey, can I ask you for a hug? Like, oh my gosh, like it's been so long since I've seen you. Are you cool with a hug? Like I think that that's an okay thing, unless you're someone's boss, or unless it's like a teenager and you are much older than them at a family gathering, and it's just like yeah, you can engage with me if you want to. I don't know. Everyone's preferences are different. I'm gonna not tell anyone how to do it. Hug me, boss. Because me, I like hugging. I do. I feel like I give good hugs and I like hugging. But I gotta respect the fact that someone else might not like a hug, you know? Touching people's cheeks, it's a big one. We're talking about these cheeks, right? Yeah, those cheeks. Drinking mustard. Drinking out of cups. Man, maybe that's what I'll do for lunch today. Maybe I'll make a Sammy with some mustard. It's gonna be a turkey Sammy for lunch. Nope. That's the wrong weight. I would like a sandwich, please. The face cheeks. There we go. Blink. Turn up the jams just a little bit. Maybe I'll drink mustard for lunch. Maybe I will. English or French? You talking about like mustard types? Jay, you can't just ask someone what type of mustard they're going to drink. That's against the law. Ah. You can drink mustard if you want to. If you really want to drink mustard, I'm not going to tell you not to do that. But like, hey, like maybe consider, maybe put some, like, put it on top of some vegetables or something. Like, if you don't like veggies, but you really like mustard, maybe just like cover some veggies in mustard that you eat your veggies every day. That's my recommendation. We're going to go to failure. Ah, sheesh. Ugh. Oh. Hug me, officer. Here's a Pepsi. Try mustard sauce on fish fry. Is your garden at peak producing time? It's actually past peak producing time. Our cucumbers. Wait, is Chimera still here? Lucky Chimera, are you still in chat? I just had a thought. Are you what's that? Oh, pumpkin spice latte? Yes. I am. I love me a PSL. The only thing that keeps me from drinking a lot of pumpkin spice lattes in the fall is calories. If there were no liquid calories in PSL, you can bet your beans I'd be sipping on those bad boys every damn day. And I'm not talking about like I'm not talking about like the sugar-free. They have a chai PSL. Come out wherever you are. All right, I'll give Chimera a flex on the next stream. We'll make it happen. All right, everyone, we're gonna raid Sophia. Sophia seems like a nice human. Sophia is doing a fitness and health deal right now, so we're gonna go raid Sophia stunts. Hey, everyone, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it. Happy Friday to everyone. Thank you for stopping in for a little bit or a lot of bit, however long you were here, however long you've been around. I appreciate you. If you would be so kind as to grab one of these raid messages, the first one if you're not a subscriber, the second one if you are a subscriber. Thank you so much, Bella. Thank you so much to all of our mods today. Thank you, Bella. Thank you, Moon. Thank you, Para. Thank you, Morgan, for popping in. Thank you. Tiger's probably in the shadows around here somewhere. But yes, thank you everyone so much. I really appreciate it. The plan is for me to be back on Sunday with some gaming. Might be a shorter stream on Sunday so that I have enough time to study for my exam so I can become a certified personal trainer. But I will be around in some regard, one way or another. Make sure that you're taking care of yourselves this weekend. Get on the Discord if you haven't done so already. I'm gonna drop the D right here. I'll just put a big old D in chat. Drop the Discord, get in there if you have not been already in it. It's the best place to get up-to-date information on the stream and what's happening on there. So just do it. Just do it. Stay fabulous, everyone. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to someone else. Do a little something that fills your tank this week. Get some rest if you can. Thank you again for your support. The kind words, being kind to each other. It all just stacks up. So take your vitamin Discord, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.